Hello, hockey fans. Only one game took place tonight, and it was Game 4 in the Central Division between the Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild. Of course, the Avs entered this thing up 2-1 after Minnesota's big 5-1 victory in Game 3. So, yeah, it's a series now. And the series was still in St. Paul, Minnesota, with the Wild having a chance to win again to even this thing up, while the Avs look to move one win away from advancing. So, here's what took place bit by bit, period by period, in this lone game on Monday night. Leave it to the officials to call a double minor on an Avs player for committing a legal hit. You know, the refs always do this every time the Avs and Minnesota play each other. Minnesota gets all the gift calls, and we're stuck having to play shorthanded, five players against five Wild players and three refs. It's ridiculous how biased refs are against the Avs. It was a legal hit. They wanted to call 5 minutes. It wasn't even a penalty, but they called it a double minor. But it resulted in the goal. So the refs, I mean the Wild, actually I had it right the first time, led 1-0 after 20 minutes. All was right in the world thanks to the man in that photo right there. Avs got a power play, which is a miracle, and the Avs scored on it, which is another miracle. But yeah, Nazem Kadri put it in, and shame on ESPN for this because I didn't. We all kind of missed it because for some reason, while Kadri scored his goal on the power play, they were too busy talking to Quinn Hughes. Like, are you serious? But we tied the game 1-1, and it reached a point where the Avs were really dominating in shots. And I think it was like 20-4 at one point. And Minnesota went forever without another shot on goal. But even so, it was 1-1. Oh, and Mackenzie Blackwood was in net, so he had a pretty easy time until late in the second, where he kind of had to stop some shots. But he did it, and we had a 1-1 score after 40 minutes. The third period was coming, and we had to really win that third period by any means necessary. And boy, did we. What a period. Ross Colton gave us our first lead in this game and our first road lead in this series. And But moments later, Nico Sturm, our old boy who we won the cup with, he won a cup with us, tied it up. But there was a lot of time left, and Parker Kelly finally got on the board with his first goal this postseason and his first career playoff goal. And it became a battle of to see if we would hold on to win this. And then, of course, they pulled the goal. Though we kind of kept them from doing it earlier than they wanted to, but they pulled the goal with about 2 minutes left. And after a few stoppages and some icings that kind of had to happen, the puck finally crossed center. Nate just had it, passed to McKinnon, who shot it in. And how about McKinnon, though? Guy took a puck to the face. It was friendly fire. Tases, I think like a shot or a pass, hit McKinnon square in the face. And he was back, and he put in the empty netter that iced it, and then Brock Nelson had another empty netter because why not? 5-2 was the final score. 4 goals the third period. We won for the second time this playoffs after giving up the first goal. And for Minnesota, that's the first time they've lost in this year's playoffs when they score first. So we got the win we needed, and now it's 3-1. The series is 3-1 in our favor, and we get to go home on Wednesday with a chance to finish it. Wednesday night is Game 5 in the Central Division Final. It's back at Ball Arena in Denver. That game will be on ESPN. Not ESPN. That game will be on TNT, and it'll be the only game that evening. And again, the Avs can finish it. Here's a fun fact: the Avs haven't clinched a series at home since 2008. That was against Minnesota. Yeah, every playoff series we've won in the stretch we've been on, they've all been road clinches. We've all clinched on road ice. Crazy, but we have not clinched a series at home since 2008, which was also against Minnesota. So the Avs can finish it off in 5 games. We could finish off on Wednesday and clinch the series and advance to the Western Conference Final and wait out the winner of that Pacific Series. So that's what happened tonight. And here's what's in store for us hockey fans tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we got a pair of games on ESPN. First off, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, it's Game 4 in the Atlantic Division's final between the Sabres and the Canadiens. The series remains in Montreal, and it's Montreal that has a 2-1 series lead after that big win in Game 3. So the Canadiens will have a chance to move one win away from advancing to the Final Four for the first time in 5 years, while the Sabres look to try to even this thing on road ice. So yeah, that's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then after that, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, it's Game 5 in the Pacific. The Pacific Division Final, the Ducks and the Golden Knights. The series returns to Sin City, to Vegas, with the series all even at 2-2. It's now a 2 out of 3 series now. 2 more games. We'll get 2 more guaranteed games in this series, but it's a pivotal Game 5 with the series even at 2-2. The Ducks and Golden Knights are trying to get that important win. The winner will have a chance to clinch that series. Clinch that series in Game 6, because Game 6 that series is on Thursday. So that's what's in store for us tomorrow. And that is my recap of Game 4 of the Central Division Final. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. If you want more, if you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button. I'll be back this time tomorrow to recap these games. So stay tuned.